Let me introduce Carmen Soini. Welcome to the Digital Ethics Forum. Carmen comes from Matomo. She will present as a talk, and the name of the talk is about ethical analytics, building trust in a data-driven world. Her presentation focuses on the ethical implication of digital technologies, particularly in data collection and analytics. It emphasizes that technology shapes social values and power dynamics, raising issues like privacy, data exploitation, and algorithmic biases. Ethical analytics goes beyond regulatory compliance by prioritizing transparency, minimizing data collections, and respecting user privacy. So thank you very much, Carmen, for being here, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Am I able to share my screen?
Sure.
Let me know if that when that's available.
Okay. So maybe Pietro, can you? Oh, are you unable to share your screen?
I don't know where.
Oh, maybe the share button is not enabled.
I don't
It should
see.
be enabled, yes.
It should be enabled at the bottom of your Zoom
Is it
bar.
under more?
Or maybe not.
Sorry. Do you know where I can? Because I'm at the bottom. I see. See.
You should see something like participants chat.
Yeah.
Raise your hand, share.
Okay, let me see. Yes, now I got it.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, can everybody see my
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah, perfect.
Great. All right. All right, so I'm going to begin. So hello, everyone. So as Nicola just said, my name is Carmen, and I'm an enterprise solution partner for Matomo. I see myself as a problem solver and someone who helps people. And today I will be talking about the ethical implications of digital technologies, so data collection and analytics. And I'm also going to tell you a little bit about Matomo, which is a web analytics tool that specializes in respecting compliance. So my question for you is, why does ethics in digital technology matter? And as you know, digital technologies are reshaping every aspect of our lives today. They're respecting how we interact, work, make decisions. And as these technologies shape the social values and power dynamics, this raises issues such as privacy, data exploitation, and algorithmic bias. And today, I'm sure at this forum, today and yesterday, you were lucky to hear from awesome speakers who shared more about these topics. And this is clearly the subject of the moment, right? We had the American elections yesterday, and Trump won. And just a few days before that, the BBC News came out with an article that explained how Google's search algorithms might reinforce people's biases by giving different answers based on slight changes in wording. For instance, if someone were to ask Google whether Kamala Harris was a good candidate or Donald Trump was a bad candidate, Google's results would vary depending on the phrasing that you gave or on past searches that you made on Google. And this is what we call the bias machine. It means that Google often gives you your own beliefs back to you, creating a loop that shows you more and more of what you already think rather than exposing you to different perspectives. So while it feels that you might be learning something new, you're often just seeing what you already want to see and learning more about that. And this raises questions about Google's influence over public understanding and truth. So the bottom line is that the production, distribution, and use of information technology raises significant ethical concerns. Since algorithms in social media and web analytics can lead to reinforced biases, privacy invasion, and the spread of misinformation. So the conclusion here is that ethical use of digital technologies, especially in data collection, is essential to maintain trust and prevent harm to individuals and society. Do the technologies you use today to collect data promote privacy and transparency? I'd like to present you Matomo. This is a little snapshot of what Matomo dashboard looks like. So at Matomo, we empower people ethically. We understand that security and compliance aren't optional, that they're essential. And that's why Matomo offers both on-premise and secure cloud options, with privacy and security built into its core. What makes us unique to other analytics tools is that you have the option to host your data not just on the cloud, but also on-premise. And what we mean by on-premise is the data is hosted on your own servers. And we have complete coverage across web and mobile apps, giving you that full digital picture. And our accurate campaign tracking recovers up to 40% of data typically lost with other platforms. So we've been around for a long time, and we're proven in web analytics for different industries and institutions worldwide. And our platform scales as you grow. You only pay for what you need, and everything is customizable to meet your specific regulatory requirements. So with Matomo, you can track your whole user journey. For instance, you can see customer friction points. So if customers are struggling to find a specific service as they navigate from one page to the other of your website, you can learn where to make improvements to boost that satisfaction, gain that retention you're looking for. We can improve conversion rates, like helping convert visitors into clients by encouraging actions like clicking on that call to action button. Your analytics data can show you what pages have a high drop-off rate or low engagement. And you can use Matomo to monitor or boost digital campaign performance, tracking metrics on referral traffic, ad performance, and engagement to see where investments yield the best results, and refine that targeting for the best ROI. So I will now give you some tips on how to use analytics in a socially responsible way. So compliance, I mentioned, that's key. Make sure that the tool that you use is GDPR compliant. This should be the first thing anyone ever does. It's sort of grounding the framework for what you're going to be doing afterwards. You want to be transparent and open about what data is collected and why. James had a great talk about, being minimal with what you're doing. So we definitely believe in that. Only connect what is necessary, not everything. So clearly we are also keen on reducing the environmental footprint of digital technologies. User consent, ensure that real consent is given and not forced through legal jargon. This is also the same if you're trying to unsubscribe from something. There's nothing more annoying than trying to unsubscribe and not being able to do so. and respecting privacy. So treat user data with care, ensuring privacy is a basic right. You're not supposed to keep that data for over 2 years. That's the GDPR rules. So the responsibility lies with all of us, developers, businesses, users, educators, to ensure that technology serves humanity's positive values. We want to choose an ethical analytics tool and prosper practices. And you can build systems that foster that trust, protect privacy, and empower individuals rather than exploit them. So yeah, I'd love to learn more of your analytic needs. I can definitely I'd be happy to show you more how Matomo can help. So you can always feel free to schedule a call with me. You can reach me. You have my email down here, and you can also find me via LinkedIn. So I'd be yeah, definitely happy to schedule a chat with you. And thank you very much for your time.
About the chat, Carmen, thank you very much. Nicola, if there is any question from the chat, you will go. I wanted just to make one comment and a very quick question. The comment, Carmen, is that what you and before James talk about being frugal in collecting the data and being transparent about how to manipulate data and being kilometer zero in terms of on-premise, all these are components of what at Sloweb we call the ecological use of digital data, which in essence is taking to digital data as a resource, but a resource which needs to be managed and looked after in all the life cycle of the data, because the dismissal of data is also the precondition to avoid to continue growing new data center around the world. If we don't start burying, and deleting and so on. My quick question is that I understand that you are involved with business development at Bonotto. Am I correct?
Yes.
And because of a number of reasons, you are quite active in Italy with the public administration. Is that correct? I mean, the public administration in Italy is using Bonotto.
Matomo, yes. A lot of we work with a lot of governments, you know, even military banks. The ones that use Matomo on premise, they're going to want the most secure. When you host Matomo on premise, there's nothing more secure and nothing more legal. So that's the ones that will be used by governments, military, hospitals, education.
Okay, so data don't travel, don't rot, and are not